So my dear friends, I give you a warm welcome in my YouTube channel and I make request to you all to watch this video till end, because today I am coming to you with a topic that is known as theory of creation. You know, there are various theories on creation and all these theories speak differently about the origination of this world, about the creation of this world. And we know from our ancient time, people have been talking about it. People have been dealing about this issue, the how world is originated, how world is created, how the world is formed. So this is not the issue of present, but it is the issue of our ancient time. Ancient time people have been dealing about it and they were looking for the truth, how the world is originated. They are looking for the arche from which the entire world came into existence. So this is not the present issue, but it is the ancient issue. And still today this issue is not fully solved. There is still confusion how the world is originated, because all these theories speak differently about the creation of this world, about the origin of this world. So let us try to know these theories. So there are various theories, but we will be discussing all these theories in three categories of theories. So let us see one by one what are these theories under which many theories come. So first theory is theory of self-existence. Then second one is theory of self-evolution. Then third one is theory of creation by external agent. So we will discuss all these theories, and under these theories there are various theories. So let us discuss first one, theory of self-existence. This theory says the world is existing from eternity. The world is eternal and there is no one's hand in creation of this world. The world is existing from eternity. There is no one's hand in creation of this world. The world is eternal and it is existing from eternity. So this is the idea of this theory, the theory of self-existence. And there are various thinkers and various philosophers who have upheld this theory, who believe in this theory. For example, Aristotle, he has upheld this theory. He believes in this theory and he has said the world is eternal and it is existing from eternity. So this is about the first theory, that is the theory of self-existence. So the world is existing from eternity. It is eternal. As we see the world, it had been before. It had been before, so it is existing from eternity. So as we see, the same world was before and still that same world is existing, and we see around us that we see this particular world. So this is the idea of the theory of self-existence. Now let us talk about the theory of self-evolution. This theory is the scientific theory. Scientists have said and they have upheld this theory, the theory of self-evolution. So they also reject the idea of God. They say that the world has not been created by God. It is not created by God, but it is evolved by itself. As we know the famous theory, scientific theory, that is Big Bang theory. What does Big Bang theory say? Big Bang theory, it says that there was only one particle and it attracted the other particle. It made a big atmosphere. It made the big sphere, and this big sphere exploded, and all this broken part of sphere went here and there, and these things are existing. So one big sphere exploded. Earth is the part of that big sphere, moon is the part of that big sphere, star is the part of that big sphere. So this is the idea of Big Bang theory. And there is the theory of Hoyle. Theory of Hoyle says that the helium, there in the beginning there was amount of helium. So this helium came together and it made the world. So in that way the theory of Big Bang says. And even we know the theory of Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin, he says how the life is originated in this world. So he speaks about the origin of life, how the life is originated on this world. And also we find the one school of orthodox, that is Sankhya school. Sankhya school also says that they were two eternal entities. They were two eternal elements, but the combination of these two elements, entire world came into existence. And what are these two eternal elements? These two eternal elements are Prakriti and Purusha. So Prakriti and Purusha are two eternal entities, and these entities is eternal. There is no one's hand to create these two entities. It is existing from eternity, and these two entities, Prakriti and Purusha, came together and the world came into existence. And further, Sankhya school says that Prakriti is composed of three gunas: Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. So Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, they are found in Prakriti. So when the Prakriti comes with the contact of Purusha, the entire world came into existence. Even we human beings also are the part of the combination of these two elements, two entities, Prakriti and Purusha. So this is the idea of the theory of self-evolution. So the world is evolved by itself. There is no one's hand to create this world. And also there are other schools like Charvaka, Jainism. They say no, the world is existing. The world is existing by the combination of some elements. Like Charvaka says, Charvaka says that the world is the combination of four elements. And what are these four elements? Earth, fire, water and air. Earth, fire, water and air. These are four elements that is they are existing from eternity, and by the combination of these four elements, entire world came into existence. So this idea the Charvaka is holding. And there is Jainism. Jainism speaks about the six padarthas, and by this, and these six padarthas are real, and these six padarthas came in contact of each other and the world came into existence. This is the idea of Jainism. And Jainism, according to Jainism, six padarthas are these: Jiva, Ajiva, Dharma, Adharma, Kala and Akasa. So these are the six elements according to Jainism, and by the combination of these six elements, entire world came into existence. So this is the ideas of the theory of self-evolution. So let me say once more in brief that the world is evolved by itself. There are some entities which are existing from eternity, and these entities came with each other contact, and the world evolved. The world came into existence. Let us see now the third theory, that is the theory of creation by external agent. Here we talk about some religion who speaks about the external agent, whom we call by the different names, God, Ishwar, Allah, or whatever we call him. So the world came into existence by the external power. It is who God created this world. So this theory speaks about the God. Let us see Christianity. According to Christianity, God spoke and the world came into existence. just God uttered the word and the world came into existence. Same view Islam and Judaism is also holding. You know, all these major religions speaks that the world came into existence by the power of God. God created it. Just God spoke and the world came into existence. In the same way, in Hinduism we find Sankaracharya in his school Kevala Advaita. He says that everything emerged by Brahma. Whatever we see in this world, that is the part of Brahma. So all these materials that we see around us, everything is emerged by one reality, that is Brahma. So Brahma is only one reality. From that everything came into existence. Even human being himself is a Brahman. He himself is a Brahma, and therefore human being is a divine element according to Sankaracharya. Is a divine element, and therefore since he is a divine element, but he has forgotten his own identity, that he is Brahma, but he has to realize his true nature of Brahma, and therefore Sankaracharya says that everything is emerged from one reality, that is Brahma. And there are other religions also who speaks about God, that entire world came into existence by the power of God. God created it. So these are the theories on creation which speak differently about the creation of this world.